scoundrel. He ran away with a bunch of my money and attempted to run away with my daughter as well.
He was an asshole. I honestly would have done it to myself if I had the chance, but I'm not that kind of girl.
You know, I would never wish death upon anybody, absolutely, but, you know, I do believe in karma, let's leave it there. But I haven't really entertained him in many years. The Red Cloak, he used to be very close with my son. They were out one day on a boat, and the Red Cloak was supposed to watch him. I buried him 2 years ago. I really hoped he would be like my husband. Alas, we see no success there, so...
What would you say you hired him for?
To find someone. Somebody dear to me. But he came back with inconclusive results. But later I heard from a friend that he had actually located this person, and did it quickly too, but lied in order to swindle more money out of me.
He was saying stuff about telling the general things, and that's not what I paid him for. I paid him to send a certain message to the general, not what he was going to tell the general.
After the fallouts between he and I concerning my sister, I never really paid much concern to him.
I actually hired him to come to a party with me, and I would hire him to like come hang out with me sometimes, meet me so I could meet some of his friends and all that. And he just stopped showing up after a while.
We worked pretty closely in order just to make sure that, you know, I was able to be adjusted into society and be able to settle down and finally become a mother and a wife.
I'm somewhat of a hopeless romantic. I dreamed to find a young lady and settle down and build our home. And he was simply, you know, helping me out, pick a future home for me and my love. And it might have seemed like we argued quite a bit, but just a few words between chums.
And we may have gone on a few outings, riding horses, and might have spoken about spending the rest of our lives together, but you know, that's nothing. So.
He and I were lovers once, but he broke my heart.
The Red Cloak and I's relationship ran sour at some point, so to see him go, I suppose I'm rather indifferent.
He helped with some shady investments that didn't end up turning out. He's part of the reason why I'm out of money. My late husband gave him a good portion of money for him to invest for my future after he passed, but he gambled it away. He lost it all. And he's the reason why I'm now living with my sister.
It doesn't surprise me that one of you was a murderer. After investigating further, I can inform you that the Red Cloak was poisoned. Our murderer knew Red Cloak would be here tonight, and took the time to smuggle the poison into the party and add it to his drink, probably when they spoke to him earlier. We have found some key clues on the body that will help us investigate further. The first item is a small notebook. In it there is a list of what appear to be favors or jobs that the Red Cloak has done for various people who are present in this room. Why don't you discuss the evidence before you and see if you can come up with an explanation or two. I look forward to hearing your thoughts.
Scout potential matches. I believe it says 30. Find the old flame. I think it says 80. Family investment, 200. A challenge to a duel, 100. Attend the social, 50. Find suitable lodging, 60.
Those numbers are
What is the number thing?
Sounds like a ledger. How much he's being paid for
Certain things. I've heard about a couple of you paying him, actually.
It's well known that the General's family and my family do not get along. There are plenty of things that I wouldn't want anyone to tell him, as I'm sure there are things he wouldn't want to tell me.
If you don't get along, then there should be nothing that's kept a secret.
I drink constantly.
Right? It's mutual.
Our biggest grievance is probably the duel, though. My man challenged his man, and the general lost. Piece of shit.
I don't poison people. And I don't ever plan to kill someone, but you know, if I did, I wouldn't get my hands dirty. I'd pay someone else to do it.
What happened to make you quite suddenly and publicly withdraw your support and funding for the Red Cloak? Piece of shit.
Well, he was a friend of my son's, and I funded his autistic ventures quite a few times. He was not equal to us, and few are, but he was tolerable because he was from lesser backgrounds.
Anybody who works hard and actually makes their money not from their family or inheritance or anything like that, they're always going to go around and say, they did something skeevy to get it.
A simple farmer's son would not normally achieve the fortune that you have.
Well, I suppose if we are to solve this case, I should come clean. My fortune was gained from some questionable investments.
They did something skeevy to get it.
Bruh. Cloak knows how to make money and fast. I became very wealthy, and that's thanks to him. And so he decided to try and blackmail me, threaten me, to reveal to everyone how I became rich. I wanted to speak with him tonight, but I never really got the chance. Someone decided to murder him.
Had I known that, I wouldn't have hired the Red Cloak, would I have?
So you never got an answer?
Not from him, no. You must know, it was an old flame, the one in his diary. But he never told me about her, only that he needed to keep looking so he could bleed more money out of it. I've not spoken to him since.
Rumors are just that, rumors, things that can ruin people's reputations. Now, while I did have a child most didn't know about, it was absolutely not illegitimate. See, I was married to the father, but his father-in-law was not happy with my stature in society, had me paid off to leave Venice for a while. I've been out of Venice for many years. It's my hometown, and I've returned to mingle with old friends. Me and the Red Cloak had a rather unsavory relationship, I would say. Did he break your heart too? I hear he did that to quite a few bachelorettes.
Yes, yeah, he did. He does seem to have quite a reputation for himself. It doesn't surprise me that someone wanted him dead. I'm just glad I got out whenever I could. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm more the kind of girl that will make friends with everyone and try to find love where love cannot be found. You were in love with him once, weren't you?
I did love Red Cloak once. I believe he loved me. I was young and naive. He was so nice to me.
Yeah, he broke your heart too, didn't he? Yeah,
He was experienced, you know.
He does that to a lot of people.
I wasn't the one for him, truthfully. It was quite some time ago. You know, ever since then I've heard he's had a couple of engagements with a few other of the ladies in high societies.
Hey, was it you who asked Red Cloak to find suitable lodgings?
I asked Red Cloak to help me find a great place where we could hide, and I paid him for it. I asked Red Cloak to return my money, but he refused. That's all we were talking about. Like I said, we were just old friends. It was very professional. We were just arguing numbers. Nothing out of the ordinary. Was seen at previous parties, paying a lot of attention to your sister. Huh? Oh. Was there something going on there that you really didn't like?
Well, of course I didn't like that robe hovering around my sister. She's young and naive, and her mother left her a substantial fortune. I've chased away many a scoundrel after her fortune. Red Cloak was no different. After the fallouts between he and I concerning my sister, I never really paid much concern to him.
Red Cloak gave me an outlet. We'd go to the club together, maybe the gambling and drinking houses. We had fun times.
Yeah, we go way back. We served in the military together, gambled, partied, the like.
He was a bit of an artist. Father even funded some of his projects. However, when he started paying attention to my sister, Father thought he was getting a bit too close and cut him off. Red Cloak's response to my father's snubs was to try and seduce my sister, and I stopped seeing him after that.
Then he made a pass upon my sister, and then I did not take too kindly to that.
I have no money to give men like him. My business with Red Cloak was from a few years ago. My late husband gave him a large sum of money when he got sick. Red Cloak was meant to invest it, keep it safe for me and my children, leaving us with nothing. The money he gave Red Cloak would help. He didn't keep it. He spent it, and now there's nothing left. Thankfully, I have supportive siblings who have taken us in. He was a business partner with my father, some would say. He helped with some shady investments.
If I were to say the closest person to him, the most likely would be one of his many paramours, the young ladies that he broke the hearts of. Probably the Sparrow.
Did you pay Red Cloak to accompany you to some dances?
I paid Red Cloak to introduce me to people who wouldn't care about my appearance and lack of fortune, but would just want a good wife. But he rarely showed up, and when he did, he paid very little attention to me. He was no better than anyone else, always chasing after pretty young things with massive fortunes. I wanted to confront him tonight and got my money back, but somebody killed him before I got the chance to. The money is lost now, and so is my hope. I was paying him to be with me, so I could be around him, to meet people.
Not everyone is lucky enough to have a family to support them. I've lost my parents, and my family fortune got swept away, meaning I have to make my own way in the world. Red Cloak is known for his skills at finding a mate, and I thought he could help me out. Introduced me to a few people, and he did, but he got greedy when I couldn't afford his prices anymore, and he stopped helping me. I'm very loved by people. Everybody knows that I'm just a very bubbly, happy spirit, and I care for everybody, and there's no soul that I would ever hurt.
Was not welcome here. My son was good friends with him, trusted him a bit too much, and it cost him his life. But we are a civilized company. My house is open to the best of our society. Only the most elite and respected members of the gentry can visit me. Red Cloak may have the look of a gentleman and the charm of one, but alas, he was not. And he was punished. Nothing more.
Plenty of money to pay someone else to do it. I have no desire to get my hands filthy with blood or anything of the sort.
The piece of shit. I've been saying all night, it's a piece of shit, it's a piece of
We have one vote for the stag via the Phoenix.
Stag won.
Oh, we have one vote for the fox via the stallion.
Fox won.
Fox won.
Good job, man.
We have one vote for the hare via the black swan.
Hare won.
We have another vote for the stag.
Okay. 2.
Two for stag.
And another vote for the hare.
Here, 2.
By whom? Via the sparrow. So, my men and I are prepared to conclude this investigation.
Women.
My people and I, this investigation, the vast majority of the society has decided the hare as the murderer. With some who believe it could be the fox, it could be the stag, it could be the wolf with an owl. It could be the bluebird, could be the countess, could be the stallion.
You hairy son of a
Before we read the final 2 statements, I, as Detective Dingleberry, would just like to thank you all for your cooperation in this investigation. But the final innocent statement must be read. The hare. Now, before we send you to the hangman, Mr. Stagg, do you have any final remarks?
Yes, I killed Red. He did the job and found the woman I love, but he pretended he hadn't so he could keep taking my money. He even tried blackmailing her. I'm not going to allow that level of disrespect. Red Cloak knew how important money and power is, and how he knew there would be consequences for going against me. It was made very clear to him when we agreed on this contract. He couldn't really expect me to just let it slide. Arsenic is very easy to get a hold of. It's found in everyday items. It's also invisible when added to liquid. The only clue might be in almond smell. However, the Countess' favorite food is sugared almonds, and there was a whole plate full of them on the terrace, and so anyone would assume the smell came from there. Red Cloak would recognize my hand. I've practiced very hard to make sure my writing looks elegant and reflects that of a respectable member of the gentry, even if I'm not part of it. And I knew Red Cloak would meet me as we still had so much unfinished business to discuss. I made sure I'd spoken to the servants to bring 2 drinks of the finest wine out to the terrace for me. While everyone was busy dancing in the main hall, no one noticed me slip the powder into the goblet. It only takes a few seconds for it to disappear in the liquid, and so when Red Cloak joined me, and I was apologetic and full of smiles, he suspected nothing but the drink. Once he'd taken the first sip, I knew it'd only take a few minutes until it kicked in, and so I claimed I needed to use the privy. Enjoy the drink, and I'd be back in a few minutes, and slipped quietly back into the hall. I wasn't here when he actually collapsed, and I feigned surprise with everyone else when the death was announced. I'm not sorry he's dead. Men like that deserve what happens to them. I just got there first.
Right,